Alright guys, I have a battle here against Ghost 119, and this is a standard OU match, so let's go ahead and get into it. And first you can take a look at our teams, and marvel at them for some reason. I don't know why you would marvel at them. They're pretty cool though, so let's go ahead and get started. He's using Arcanine, which is kind of cool. I'm using Pig, aka Mammoth Swan, and this is kind of like my Fear Pig, kind of a gimmicky Fear Pig set thing, so let's see if it works today. I'm just going to go ahead and protect right off the bat against this Keldeo. I really didn't need to be honest, because it's probably going to attack me anyway, but I just wanted to see what he'd do. And he's just going to Scald, which actually can screw over this set if he gets the burn, and thankfully he does not. I do hang on with my Focus Sash, get the Endeavor off, and I was so close to using Endeavor again, and that would have been like the most awesomest, pro-iest play ever, because I knew that he was probably going to switch predicting Ice Shard, but at the end of the day, I still clicked Ice Shard. I really actually should have went for the Endeavor again, because the switch was so obvious. You didn't want to lose Keldeo. I didn't have hazards up or anything, so it's like I could have done it. I could have used Endeavor again and then crippled that Arcanine, and then went for an Ice Shard, because he wouldn't want to risk getting another Pokemon Endeavored. But oh well, that's in the past. He's going to go ahead and close combat my Heatran because I'm stupid, and for some reason didn't even consider close combat was even a thing. I was hoping for, obviously, that he was going for a fire move, but he made a great play going for extreme speed instead. Oh well, I go into my Tornadus now, as he switches out back into his Keldeo. Pretty much his death fodder, probably, and I'm going to be able to take it out with a Hurricane. Pretty much a severe overkill there, but yeah. In comes his Latias, and I'm just going to go ahead and U-turn. There's no point for me to staying in and die, and these things can carry, you know... I mean, at this point I'm thinking maybe a Draco Meteor. It might have Ice Beam or Thunderbolt, so I was going to Mammoth Swan basically as death fodder to take whatever, and it is a Draco Meteor, so that's actually the best case scenario for me, because that means he's going to take that special defense drop, and all he did was wipe out 1 HP of Mammoth Swan. So good job, Mammoth Swan. You still did a lot. I mean, he still crippled that Keldeo, so I'll take that as a win for Mammoth Swan. Anyway, in comes Scizor, and yeah, he's at -2 special attack. There's not a lot he can do to my Scizor, and this is my choice banded one. I think I just go for a U-turn, figuring that he'd switch, and it's not like I have a lot to do to Landy, so it's pretty much an obvious switch in. So I can go ahead and get a better switch now against this Landorus, and I do choose to go out into my Slowbro. This is my Mega on this current team. So I am actually not going to Mega Evolve to try to conserve my Regenerator ability, because I might want to switch it in again later and get that boost. It's kind of a interesting thing with Slowbro. You tend to not want to Mega Evolve it until you're planning to, you know, go for a sweep or something, or stay in for a lot of time. But I just go for that Ice Beam, and it ends up being a great play, going for the Ice Beam instead of the Scald, because in comes Latias, which is also weak to it, so... does some decent damage there. I go into Scizor now again, as he goes for a Thunderbolt, which does damage Scizor quite a bit due to that Life Orb. But, yeah. In comes Growly again, as I think I end up just going for a Bullet Punch, figuring that he might try to stay in, I guess. I don't know. That was actually a pretty dumb play. Should have just U-turned again, if anything. Either way, I'm just going to obviously switch. I don't want to lose Scizor to this Arcanine. I go into Slowbro. I don't think he has a whole lot to do to me. He does end up having Crunch, which is super effective. But Slowbro is such a physical, defensive monster that it takes that crunch really well. I'm just going to go ahead and slack off this turn. Now, I probably should have actually Mega Evolved this turn, too. That's kind of a small misplay on my part, because I was, I risked the crunch crit right there. I kind of thought that he would actually switch, maybe. So I just went for the safest play I could think of to recover. I really should have Mega Evolved. Thankfully, he did not crit, so I didn't have to... be really salty about it, but yeah, I am going to Mega Evolve this turn, as I do plan to kill the Arcanine. Obviously, I do not want to take a crit crunch. One of Mega Slowbro's main advantages is the fact that it cannot be critically hit, which is a very good ability when you're talking about walling physical Pokemon, although Regenerator obviously is also a very good ability, so sometimes you don't want to Mega Evolve Slowbro is the point, but sometimes you do. Either way, in comes this Latias again. I go into Scizor to take it, and yeah, it just barely survives that Draco Meteor. So that's freaking awesome for me, and the Latias is going to die. Now, in comes Charizard, and I know this is probably going to be Charizard X, and I haven't picked a move yet, and I know he's probably going to set up Dragon Dance, so I just go for a Superpower here, because I don't want him to get it for free. I can always switch out after that, into something else, and then maybe get the kill with Bullet Punch later with my Scizor if it gets weak enough, I end up getting a crit, which definitely mattered as far as killing it goes. Now, obviously, due to the fact that crits are only 50% more in this generation, I would have done at least 66%, which is a good amount. I could have switched out maybe, but I would have switched out, obviously, because I didn't want to give him a second DD. But, yeah, that's a good crit for me. It was fortunate, but it's a shame that when those things happen. He just goes into Landorus now, and U-turns as I go out into my own Latios, which is a good play because it does do quite a lot of damage, as he now goes into Tyranitar, because obviously he likes that matchup. There's a few things I could do here. Instead, I just decided to go for a Draco Meteor. I know that I'm going to die, but I just want to get as much damage on this Tyranitar as possible. He has 2 Pokemon remaining, and I feel pretty confident that I can come in with and win this with my Scizor, actually. But, yeah, he is going to actually go for the Pursuit, so it's a very good thing that I did just go for the damage, because there's not a whole lot else I could have done. I don't have any other moves that are good. I guess I could have went for Trick and locked him into Pursuit, but, I go to Scizor again now, and I do have the priority Bullet Punch, so I'm going to go for that. He does not switch, knowing that it would probably end up costing him his Landorus, although he probably should have, because probably his last chance at this point was that Tyranitar sweeping. I don't know what the set was, but it's probably his last chance, and leaving it as a Bullet Punch definitely isn't going to live that. I think he said it was physically bulky, so he actually expected to live, but no, Choice Band Bullet Punch is pretty strong. Anyway, he just goes into Landorus. This is his last Pokemon, and obviously it's not going to take down my Slowbro. The fact that knockoff is at low power because he can't knock off my Megastone. So that is a good game, though, all the same. Ghost, shame I got that crit. Would have liked to see how it would have ended up aside from that, but still a very good battle. So, yeah, today's question of the day should be this. What is your opinion on those Z moves or whatever that are coming out in Sun and Moon? I am torn about it. Mega Evolutions were weird to me. This mechanic seems weird to me. I definitely see it could be very strategic. It, for what I understand, it does use a hold item similar to Mega Stones. So obviously, if a Pokemon wants to use a Z move, I think it also needs to have a move of the same type. So there are a lot of restrictions on it. I don't know what the base powers are of these moves or if they have any secondary effects. But the system seems okay. It seems kind of balanced to me. It should open up the metagame a little bit more. I'm not sure if I like it because I tend to just want to go back to Gen 5. Maybe it's just nostalgia for me. I don't know. But leave a comment about what you think about these Z moves or whatever. And, yeah, should be pretty interesting to read the comments. Later!